Definitely a must-watch if you like history as much as I do. This is Unica. Today I'm going to spill the beans about the movie Darkest Hour. Directed by Joe Wright, starring Gary Oldman and Lily James, Darkest Hour is a biography drama that talks about how Winston Churchill became the Prime Minister and also the first few days that he became the Prime Minister. Churchill takes charge of the position while the Allies are losing during World War II, so he has to think about the possibility if he has to negotiate with Hitler. First, I want to talk about how amazing Gary Oldman is.
You cannot reason with a tiger when your head is in its mouth!
His gesture, his mumbling, his anger, his fear, and his passion during his speeches. It's just every little detail of his gesture and in his wording beyond amazing. It's very detailed, yet it's very powerful. I think that's why his versatility of playing different characters never ceased to amaze me. I was stunned to see Gary Oldman became Winston Churchill because beside the acting, the whole appearance became Winston Churchill is very important, and I feel like the whole appearance really have to thank the Japanese artist Kazuhiro Tsuchi, who is a prosthetic makeup artist that Gary Oldman known personally. Kazuhiro actually did a transition during the movie Looper while he made Joseph Gordon-Levitt to look like Bruce Willis. I think I really want to talk about the emphasis of the specificity of a timeline that really correlates to the movie title The Darkest Hour, because I feel like it's a very great way to tell a story about a chain of events that happened in such a short time. The first thing that all of the audience will notice is that it will have a big sequence title starting from before Winston Churchill became the Prime Minister. Throughout the movie, it will change the date. So I think that was very cool that they put the sequence title and then keep changing it throughout the film, and then you can keep track of what is happening in such a short period of time. I actually was very impressed with one of the tracking shot where Winston Churchill was in a car, and then it was a slow motion of a tracking shot where you can see citizens in England are running in the rain, and then they're trying to find a place for a shelter from the rain. After I did a research, I found out that this is actually one of Joe Wright's specialty, that he does a lot of tracking shots where he believes that before cutting scenes and cutting shots, he feels like if there is no need to cut a scene, then he will try to run it as long as he can. That will be a more realistic way to present time. I want to praise so much about the cinematography and also the framing in this film. When the lights lit up for the red light in the room, even though director Joe Wright did talk about that, he just trying to make the whole room red to be more dramatic. And I do think that was really interesting because that became a turning point for the whole film, that, you know, the first few minutes were very kind of comedic in a way, like you get to know Winston Churchill, that he has weird habits and stuff, but then after the announcement, it kind of shifted the whole tone right after that. Darkest Hour has some kind of lighting that is similar to film noir, and that was really, really exquisite to watch because Winston Churchill has a very interesting appearance. Like the director and also the cinematographer showed his silhouettes through a lot of shadows and a lot of lighting composition. So I think that was what really great about this film, that is not only it's a very interesting period to learn about, but then at the same time it's very cool to look at the whole film in a very beautiful cinematic way. I hope to see more movies like this in the future, and I would give The Darkest Hour a solid A. I think it really deserves an A. It's pretty good as a historic biography drama. What do you think about this movie? Is there any part of the movie that you want to discuss more? Is there any part that really stood out to you that you really like? If you want to talk to me, don't forget to comment below, and then subscribe to my YouTube channel and like my YouTube videos. And is there any movie that you guys want me to talk about? Don't forget to suggest to me. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!